Hi there, welcome to day 2773. I know lots of days of What She Up To Now. She, being me, my initials are SHE, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, and came online in 2017, really, but didn't start doing any videos or any live videos for sure until 2018. And since then, I have done them pretty much every day, missed a few days here and there over the course of those years, but for the most part, it's been kind of a daily ritual for me. It's my way to stay consistent, show up every day for myself and for other people. Mostly for myself, right? Mostly what we do is we show up for ourselves and prove to ourselves who we really are. Well, this month we're switching gears from emotional to spiritual. I'm doing the life framework that I share with everybody. I have since 2021. I've shared this 9-part life framework. Prior to that, I used a 7-part life framework that didn't involve confidence and communication. But with the pandemic and all the craziness of that, in order to keep moving forward, I sought out and got some coaching and some core values that I learned in that coaching program that I wanted to carry forward in my life were communication skills, continually improving communication skills, and continually improving confidence. Why? Because those are foundational things that are become part of our identity and cause us to create the ripple effect of good in the world that we want to see in the world. And so I added those two components to the life framework that I use and I teach and I share all the time, whether people want to hear it or not. Just ask my kids. They're like, really? We're talking about this again? I'm like, well, are you doing it? And sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. And even sometimes I followed my life framework. Other times I didn't. And that's when I got off track and had some major health challenges and major life challenges that I probably could have avoided had I been true to my core values and consistent with following my life framework, right? Or the life framework that I originally learned it from Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins. And so it's been around a long time. It's definitely a proven framework. And I can't recommend it enough. And that's why I use it as my annual challenge framework now. I started doing that, I think in I don't remember if it was probably 2022, I started using it as the framework that I teach and use and share because it's so powerful for me. Why would I not want to share that? I think some people are hoarders of knowledge. And I guess in corporate America is where I got that. People covet their information and the way they do things. And I always found it ridiculous because especially now that the information age has exploded and we're beyond that, we're at the attention age. But back in the days of the information age, which I was a big part of, people had this hoarder mentality with their knowledge and their wisdom. And I think it's gone the other way now. I hope it has because it's ridiculous. Anything you want to know, you can pretty much hop on your phone now or on the internet and search it. Or you can ask YouTube how to do almost anything you can imagine. And there's YouTube videos on it. And not just one, but probably hundreds or thousands of videos on it. It's how I learned to unstop a toilet when nobody else was around during the pandemic, right? So useful and life information and any kinds of information. So today we're jumping into spiritual health and well-being. And the first thing I've kind of found myself rolling into doing is before we can dive deep into a topic, we have to figure out what is our definition of it? What does it mean to us? So what is spiritual health and well-being in my personal life for Be a Better You Annual Challenge and with my businesses? Because our businesses are spiritual entities too. They are the culmination of all of the spiritual people that become a part of those organizations. And even if you're a one-person show, there is a spiritual element to your business. You define what that is and how big a role it plays in it. But our businesses are living, breathing entities, right? With their own identity, just like we are. They're not human, but they're a combination of all the people that come together to create that business. At least that's my definition. So we're doing that today. We are also, it's a holiday today, so I am getting some things together to donate to the Epilepsy Foundation. I have them come by once a month to pick things up so that I continue to declutter my life. Because I don't know if I've shared this or not, but I am probably a bit of a hoarder and I save a lot of stuff that I just don't need anymore. I downsized and I got rid of 90% of my stuff when I downsized, but I still have a long way to go, right? Because over 65 years, you can accumulate a lot of stuff, especially if you're an accumulator. Like I like to say I'm an accumulator, not a hoarder. Hoarder seems like such a bad thing. Anyway, I'm definitely not a hoarder, but I do have a lot of stuff. And probably am a little bit of a hoarder. All right. So that's what I've got today. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. It's a holiday. Lots going on, but I can always make time for questions. So let me know. Have an amazing day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.